genre.
Dueling Genre Productions presents Geek by Night, Episode 31, The New Normal. Written by Scott Carelli and Nick Jimenez.
McKinney City before Lorelei Swift may as well have not existed. She saw potential here that no one else ever did. It's why when she first arrived, she brought the grid. A new, clean way to power an entire city. Suddenly, McKinney was on the map in a way it had never been before, all thanks to Lorelei. After mastering city infrastructure, Lorelei turned her attention to solving crime by creating the world's first superhero. But we all know how that turned out. And while the origin particle incident may have been locally isolated, there are now potentially hundreds of McKinney citizens with superhuman abilities that are all trying to adapt to a new normal. But when your new normal is becoming a cyber consciousness that exists within the ones and zeros of digital information, it's hard to figure out what normal even means. I'm still coming to terms with what I am now and what I should do about it. I don't know if I'll ever get used to my new life or if I even should. Because if there's one thing I've learned from my time with Lorelei Swift, is that you should always be prepared for a new normal.
What's that you're listening to, Cosmo?
It's some weird audio logs I found while helping Charlie go through all the files. Caught up on all my podcasts.
I swear, I better not be the only one actually working right now. Unlike you two, I don't like wandering around a creepy old warehouse.
Well, Madison, maybe if you would actually share the flashlight, we could actually find what we're looking for and actually get out of the creepy old warehouse.
I don't like this. Usually Charlie sends us out on missions, and she always gives us our own flashlights. Why is Billy sending us out this time?
Little skis reminds me of my first agent.
Oh my god, you used to be famous? I actually forgot since you hadn't mentioned it in the past 5 minutes.
Just give me the flashlight. You're obviously not good at looking for things.
Fine, take it. Ugh, I'm gonna go lie on the ground and dissociate. Again.
Found it.
That's just typical.
Here, help me with this, Cosmo.
Who da lolly?
Did you know that we were looking for a crate full of cash? Because I definitely did not.
No, Billy just told us what label to look for.
I've got a very bad feeling about this.
Back away from the cash and put your hands in the air!
It's all good, officers. We're not the bad guys.
Get on the ground now!
Oh, screw this!
Madison, wait, don't hurt him!
Ah! What the?
Don't move!
Oh, great. The power dampeners are working. That's good. That's very good.
Thanks for all your help in this, Dr. Medina. We couldn't have done it without you.
No problem, fellas. Just doing my part as a concerned citizen. Can't have villains like this running around the city. Who knows what they'll do?
Villains?
Power dampeners?
Don't you idiots get what's happening? It was a friggin' setup. The little skis betrayed us.
I haven't betrayed anybody. I'm doing what I said I would do. I'm cleaning up the mess Lorelei Swift left behind. You three are just next on the list.
I should have zapped you with my hammer when I had the chance.
Yeah, maybe. You should have. Yeah. Officers, do your thing.
I can't believe this is happening.
I'm going to spend the prime of my life in McKinney Correctional.
Oh, don't worry. You're heading somewhere a lot more super.
What, like sandals?
Please, I'm begging you. At least put me in solitary.
Order! Now, what we all just watched on screen was body cam footage from the apprehension of 3 dangerous, superpowered criminals who refer to themselves as overachievers. These individuals obtained these abilities due to an accident caused by the negligence of Ms. Lorelei Swift.
Objection! That's how this works, right? I just say objection. Look, yes, it's technically true that those 3 blathering bamboos got their powers because of the origin particle incident in my lab, but they were under the influence and employ of William Medina and my wee sister Charlotte.
Your wee sister being the one who took over Swift Industries several months ago?
Aye, stole it right from under me.
and almost single-handedly saved the company from the financial ruin of your design, resulting in the most profitable quarter in the company's history.
Blast the numbers, what about goodwill? The human spirit? Sure, the incident drew out the worst of some people, but also drew out the best. Heroes! Real heroes!
Heroes. Right. That was your goal in all of this, was it not? The world's first superhero? Well, where are they, Miss Swift? No one's seen them. Do they even exist?
Yes. But I have chosen to help them stay anonymous so they can carry on their ordinary lives as private citizens.
Ah, the secret identity defense. Of course. Do you happen to have an imaginary boyfriend from Canada as well, Miss Swift?
Oh, don't try to turn me into a laughingstock, Senator. I know who you spend your weekends with. And they're a little closer than Canada.
Well, be that as it may, I see no substantial evidence that the origin particle incident, as you call it, has done anything but inflict chaos and mayhem throughout the city.
I will agree there have been a few bumps on the road to progress, but controlled chaos is where I thrive, man. I'm at my best when I'm flying by the seat of my pants. I thought that's what you lot loved about me. I'll admit, mistakes were made, but the facts are these. Swift Industries is McKinney City. And I am Swift Industries, not Charlotte, and certainly not William Medina. Me. I started this company when I was a ruddy teenager, and I'll survive this farce of a trial just like I survived everything else that's ever been thrown at me. Barely. And adorably. What's a girl got to do to get a drink around here, eh?
Well, that was quite enough of that, wouldn't you say?
I've always had a soft spot for born entertainers, and Lorelei certainly knows how to put on a show. Impressive, really.
It's a shame, is what it is. A bright young mind like that getting swallowed up by their own circus? Some people will always be more interested in spectacle than the product. Snake oil salesman. Not a care spent on the customer.
It's less competition, at least.
Competition keeps a man young, Mr. Gershwin. Keeps you hungry. Anyone worth their salt will find themselves doing their best work when they're on their toes.
I've found my best accomplishments have been made while I wasn't busy looking behind my back.
Accomplishments don't interest me. Not anymore. It's legacy I'm after. Legacy outlives you. A legacy will keep on chugging long after you go. I want something I can share with the whole world. Give them a future, something to hope for. And I think it's high time we got started. Don't you think, Mr. Gershwin?
I'll make the call. Though, I have to ask, is this legacy of yours going to include your successor?
No, I don't believe it will. We've got real work to do, Nathan. The world to change. Meanwhile, my successor seems perfectly content to spin their wheels and waste their considerable potential in a comic book shop. Millennials, such a disappointment. Don't they know they're not young anymore?
Hi, welcome to Underdog Comics. Let us know if you need help finding anything. Hey, Gibson, can you help me out with finalizing this order? I gotta get this sent out ASAP if we want to have any merchandise to sell next week.
Don't sweat it, Gwen. I got our order sent in last night at my new place. Went ahead and wrapped up payroll, too.
I still can't believe you have your own apartment. Jeff Gibson, the responsible adult. What kind of world are we living in?
Well, Elliot's still trying to adjust to life in the present. Future? Whatever. Somebody needed to pick up the slack. Might as well be me.
Well, thanks. Seriously. Between the store being insanely busy, keeping up with training, everything involving Lorelei's trial, it's been pretty overwhelming.
Just call me New Elliot. Or New Jeff, now with more Elliot. Wait, that's significantly worse.
I know, I'm late. Shut up, nobody talk to me.
Mindy, this is the third day in a row. What is with you?
I had to wait until Mom and Dad went to sleep to watch Love Island because they think it's trashy. Otherwise, I'll just get spoiled on Twitter.
So just don't go on Twitter?
Then how am I supposed to know the world is still awful, Gwen? Use your head.
Are you wearing flip-flops?
Don't look at my feet! Or talk about my feet. Nothing involving my feet is your concern.
I just think it's a little ironic that you're dressing more like a college kid now than when you were actually in college.
Give Mindy a break. She's in a rut.
I'm not in a rut. I, along with my entire generation, am the victim of a financial depression.
I keep offering you more hours.
I'm busy!
Busy doing what? Mom says you just drive around the city at night like the taxi driver guy. What was his name? John Taxi Driver?
I'm looking for a new job. You think I want to spend the rest of my life here, like you dweebs?
This place really isn't as terrible as you make it out to be, Mindy. It's cozy, familiar. I quite enjoy it.
Yeah, see? Cozy. Just like the basement you live in. You're the new Jeff.
I am not the new Jeff.
You live in Mom and Dad's basement, your life has no direction, and you're terrified of being an adult. Face it, Min, you are the new Jeff.
No, you take that back. Hey, don't you walk away from me. Gah! What are you looking at?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just stacking books, enjoying being in the proximity of some sibling bonding.
Oh, bite me, genius boy.
I was being sincere. Gwen, that came off as sincere, right?
I'm gonna go talk to that customer.
I thought we were talking.
Hey, you. About ready to leave?
What? It's like really busy in here. We can't go home right now.
We're supposed to check out that house today, remember?
You actually scheduled that? I thought we were just being hypothetical.
Well, it's still technically hypothetical, but I'd like it to be not hypothetical.
It's 2 hours away.
Yeah, that's why I want to leave now.
No, I mean, it's just kind of far from McKinney City, don't you think?
Yeah, but it's 10 minutes from the best school district in the state. Elliot, we've talked about this. I miss teaching. A lot.
I know. It's just... I don't know what I'd do in a new city. Kind of put all my career eggs in the Underdog Comics basket, you know?
Do you really want to do this forever?
I don't know.
Well, all I've ever wanted to do is teach, and I can't do that here because I'm blacklisted in the school district for disappearing with my boyfriend from the future.
I know, and I'm sorry about that, but what about our friends? They'd miss us.
Our friends? They're your friends, Elliot.
What? That's not true. They love you.
Yeah, Gwen loves me. And maybe Lorelei, but the others don't really know me. Like, at all. At best, they love me the way you're supposed to love your dad's new girlfriend. Look, you spent 6 months building a new life without me, and then spent the same 6 months building a life with only me. And now we're trying to bring those two separate lives together. And I don't know if we can.
So you just want to, what, give up and leave town?
It's not giving up. I don't want to work in a comic shop, Elliot. I want to teach.
Can't you just go back in time and teach your class like you never left?
I'm pretty sure that would break at least 3 rules of time travel.
What's the point of time travel if you can't do anything with it?
I don't know. Time travel kind of sucks.
Hey, not to interrupt couples time, but when are we going to address the, crowd situation in here?
What do you mean? Isn't this a good thing? We're actually profitable for the first time since we opened.
Sure, you're profitable, Markowitz, but what we've got here is a classic space versus service situation. The service needs to keep growing, but the space stays the same. See what I'm saying?
Yes.
He thinks the shop's too small.
The shop is too damn small.
He's right, you know. We're probably guilty of several fire code violations for having this many people in here.
Joel, I know where you're going with this, and the answer is no. We're not abandoning ship.
We wouldn't be abandoning ship. We'd just be hopping over to a new one. Jack Sparrow used to do it all the time.
Cosmo left us the store. It belonged to his dad. I mean, this place has a legacy, and we can't just throw that all away.
Buddy, we got Funko Pops up to the ceiling. Enough back issues to fuel Burning Man, and we keep ordering more merch every week. Something's gotta give, pal. That's all I'm saying. Don't hire me for my business expertise, then ignore my expertise.
I don't think any of us technically hired you. You just showed up, started working, and gave yourself a promotion.
That's the American way, Al.
Did you lot see me on the telly today? I was pure Barry. I was all like, I am Swift Industries. Shut that screwball senator's gob up for good.
Yeah, we caught the highlights, but I'm not sure it went as well as you think it did, Lorelei.
The consensus online seems to be you're just another crazy, out-of-touch billionaire fighting a losing battle against reality.
Oh, your bum's out the window. Everyone knows that Twitter's just a hall of mirrors. What matters is that the board back at Swift Industries saw that I've still got the old Lorelei fighting spirit. Oh, I hope Charlie was watching too. All the wee lamb's probably shaking in her boots.
You know, Lorelei, we'd totally be down to help you get ready for your next couple of days in court. You know, if you actually wanted to prepare at all.
Would you lot calm down? I'm fine. Everything's Gucci, baby. Even if that daft codger manages to outmaneuver me in court, it's not like they're going to send me up the river. I'm rich. Worst case scenario, I get a slap on the wrist and have to pay some hefty fine. Big deal.
Lorelei? You're not actually a billionaire anymore. Doesn't all that Swift Industries money belong to Charlie now?
Aye, Gwendolyn makes a fair point. All that matters now is getting my company out of William's grubby little crutches. And the best way to do that is going back on the telly and letting the whole world know that I'm not going to get pushed around by some bureaucrat in a bad tie. I'm the secret sauce. The everlasting gobstopper. Trust me, loves, they'll all be sacking William and begging me to come back before you know it.
Whew. Wow, it's, like Lorelei never left, huh?
I'm so sorry. He's not usually like this.
Did his assistant forget to put this meeting in his calendar?
William doesn't have an assistant. Apparently he had a bad experience as an assistant himself and doesn't want to perpetuate a system that rewards hegemonic power dynamics.
Well, don't tell that to my assistant, Rachel.
My name is Rebecca.
Hey, thanks for waiting, everybody. I got hung up with some unfinished business, but I'm all yours now. How is everybody? You good? You good? I've been binging this new show. It's called Digging Your Own Grave, the Lorelei Swift story. You guys keeping up with it? You watching it? Charlie, I know you're watching it.
I'm actually a little busy. You know, running a multi-billion-dollar tech company.
What? Get out of town. That's also what I'm doing. What a coinky-dink.
Didn't you have something you wanted to share with the board? You know, something worth keeping us all waiting?
Right you are, Charizard. Eyes on the screen, please. Introducing Project Supermax, the first in what will be many collaborations between Swift Industries and America's prison industrial complex. Born from the ashes of Lorelei Swift's last great failure, designed specifically to house and detain the growing threat of superpowered criminals.
These are based on the cells Lorelei built under her lab. Weren't those illegal?
Only because she kept it in the dark. Her own creepy private dungeon. Supermax is on the books. A direct result of our new partnership with the United States government. You're welcome, by the way. This is how we make people less afraid.
By threatening them with another prison?
It's not a threat, it's a promise. This is us cleaning up after our old messes. Lorelei created these monsters, we're catching them. And we're making sure they can't hurt anyone else. Combined with the power dampening tech we've been working on, each cell can be specifically engineered to detain each criminal no matter what enhanced abilities they may have. Minimal risk, maximum security.
Well, this certainly could be a lucrative opportunity, Dr. Medina. How long would it be before we could break ground?
Oh, sorry to pull an Ozymandias on everybody. Do you guys know Watchmen? Do you read Watchmen? Did you get that reference? Sorry, I used to run a bunch of comic book shops. But we actually broke ground on this months ago.
You did what?
Well, the bad guys aren't waiting, Seabass, so why should we? In fact, the first completed wing of the Supermax just admitted their first inmates this morning. Sorry for the surprise. I wanted to wait for the quarter profits to roll in. Everybody check those envelopes under their chairs. Profit sharing checks. A lot of zeros, right? You can cash those today. Who says you only get one Christmas?
And all of this is just from one Supermax?
Well, if there's one thing Uncle Sam doesn't skimp on, it's locking up the bad guys.
It's been a long time since we've had a project this lucrative.
Well, that's because for the first time in a long time, this company is being run by adults. 2 adults. Right, Charlie? Fist bump. You want to do a fist bump? No? Okay. But we're not stopping there. Our next phase is expansion on the grid. Why stop at McKinney City? Why not New York, Chicago, Tokyo, Dubai? We're also developing new projects under our Nostalgia Entertainment division, but hey, gotta save something for our next shindig, am I right? Oh, thank you so much. But we're just getting started. Get out of here, go spend that money.
Excuse me. I still had some proposals and actual business to go over. Hello? What the hell was that?
It was a surprise. Come on, you love surprises.
Not when the surprise makes me look like a complete idiot in front of the entire board. You discussed none of that with me. 0%. 50-50, Billy. That's what we agreed on.
And that's exactly what we're doing. Not my fault. My 50 happens to be more lucrative than your 50.
What happened to total transparency, collaboration? We're supposed to be a team, Billy. You can't just go over my head with something like this.
It was a smart move.
It was a Lorelei move, and I thought we were past that.
Hey, no. A Lorelei move would be to hide a virus inside of those envelopes that would eat all of the money in your bank account and then probably explode.
Okay, well, while you've been screwing around, running late to meetings you wanted to happen in the first place, I've been sorting through Lore's old project files for more stuff we can use.
That's great. That's valid. Keep doing that. See? Teamwork.
Ugh.
Still waiting on that fist bump.
This is Aurora Mills for GSE News. We're here live in the heart of downtown McKinney City, where just moments ago, the legendary McKinney monorail lost all control and is now careening towards certain destruction.
Sounds like our cue, fam.
Finally, some action.
I absolutely cannot buy this city a new monorail, so can you at least attempt to keep it all in one piece? Please?
We'll certainly try to make it a priority.
Shiny, let's be good guys.
Hey, Joel, can you do the distraction thing?
Hey, customers. Who wants to watch me do one-armed push-ups right now? Eyes on me. I can do like a whole bunch.
All right, Mindy, you want to zap us over there?
Grab on, everybody. Why did I wear flip-flops? Okay, we're here. Everyone stop touching me.
Thanks for the zap, man.
Gib, how's that train looking?
Well, it looks like everybody's about to die. The train sounds like it's barely staying on the tracks, and someone in a passenger car had a very sad accident.
Gretch, you want to travel back a few minutes and see if you can figure out how this thing went sideways?
On it. I couldn't really see anything happen with the rail. Whatever went wrong happened somewhere inside the train.
Simon, can you stop it from here?
If I tried to stop the entire train with my telekinesis, I think my brain would most certainly implode, which I would like to avoid if possible. But I might be of some service if I could get inside the control cabin.
Gibson, stay here and let us know if the train starts to give. Gretch, you hang back with Gib in case we need a rewind. Mindy, get the rest of us inside that train.
You know, trains were an early love of mine.
Yeah, that tracks.
Was that a pun?
I don't do puns, genius boy.
Do your thing, Elliot.
Okay, everybody, I know you're scared. If you all just focus on me for a sec, you'll start calming down. I promise.
Leo Dobbs, I'm in publicity. Where the hell did you people come from?
Oh, it's a long story. Don't worry about it.
You have an incredibly soothing presence, and I, myself, am not easily soothed.
It's a gift.
Here comes security.
What are you doing on this train? You have something to do with all of this?
Hey, do I have something on my face?
Alrighty, that should make this next part a little easier.
Drat, it's locked.
Stand back, Tiny. And that's why you don't skip leg day.
I'll make a note.
Oh God, we're gonna die! There's nothing I can do! I'll never be able to tell my wife that I still love her and desperately want to reconcile with her because I'll be dead!
Don't worry, we can help. With the train, I mean, not the marriage stuff. You should go to therapy.
Everyone should go to therapy.
George, who are these guys? What happened to the girl you're carrying?
George? Oh, right, George. George. These young people said they could help stop the train. This girl I'm holding had a panic attack and fainted, but I'm sure under ordinary circumstances she's perfectly calm and level-headed.
You know, George, you'd be surprised.
Watch it.
Drat, it's just as I feared.
Okay, you get one more drat today.
This train doesn't run on coal or electricity, it runs on the grid. To fix the train, we have to reset the grid, or at least sync it back up with the rest of the city's systems. How did this happen in the first place?
I tried switching to manual control since I can't connect with the grid, but it won't slow down. I think something's wrong with the main compressor.
Alrighty, just going to do some intermediate level hacking. I feel like I'm back in the 90s.
Weren't you like 5 in the 90s?
I did say intermediate level.
Less Manta, more train saving.
Luckily, I can do both.
What did you do?
I bypassed the compressor.
Guys, it's back on balance with the tracks, but it's not slowing down.
Hey, buddy, this chain do anything super important?
Yeah, it's on a magnet. It connects to the... Hey!
Mindy, stop. What are you doing?
Hopefully something that works.
I mean, I've lived in McKinney City since I was 10. I'll admit it, yeah, change scares me a little, which is ironic, I guess, because so much has changed for me lately, but, you know. Did you guys just hear something?
You're very calming. Please keep talking about your personal issues.
Hey guys, there's an empty car on this train. Looks like it was being used to store something. Might be worth looking into. Maybe it's related to the accident.
Hey man, that's some real great clue finding. But how about we take the time to investigate causes after we stop the out-of-control train from killing thousands of people?
Okay, fair point. We'll circle back. Gretch, I need you to go back in time and tail the back of the train in your car.
Okay, be safe. I'm here.
Great, get as close as you possibly can. Okay, this next part's gonna suck.
Mindy, what are you? Holy!
Thank you!
You just jumped onto my car.
Okay, I'm gonna tie this chain to the back bumper. When I give you the signal, you're gonna have to baby driver this thing out of a spin and drive in the opposite direction. We're gonna try to slow this train down.
Oh, what? My car doesn't have the horsepower to stop a train.
Don't worry about that. Just throw it in neutral when you come out of the spin.
I hate this, 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 I hate this.
All right, ready?
Not really.
Here we go. Now! Okay, hold on to something.
What are you doing?
Giving your car some extra horsepower. Come on, come on.
Mindy, you're doing it. The train is slowing down. I mean, the physics of this situation seem pretty suspect, but I'll allow it because it's working.
Whew. You know, genius boy, I'd threaten to punch you, but I don't think I'm ever gonna move my arms again.
Oh my god, I cannot believe that worked.
Yep. Sorry about your car.
No big. Lorelei can fix it. Or just buy me a new one. Cheaper than a new monorail.
That's true. Wow. We really did it, huh?
You really did it.
Hey, Min? You think you could come get us? We should probably get off the train before the police show up.
Be right there.
Holy moly, I can't believe I'm alive! You know what I want more than anything right now? A vodka soda. But since I can't have that, I want to make you kids some money. Leo Dobbs, I'm in publicity.
Yeah, you said that earlier.
And I'm saying it again because I think I could make you crazy kids bigger than the Avengers. There's already more girls, so we've got the progressive market on lockdown. Well, you could be less white, but we can spin that.
Sorry, Guy. We're more on the secret identity part of things, and we kind of want to keep it that way.
Hey, you people saved my life. If that's how you want to play it, your secret is safe with me. But you should take my card, and if you ever decide you want to be rich and famous instead of poor and nameless, you just give me a call.
Can we go? Mama needs a nap. Who's this guy?
Leo Dobbs. I'm in publicity.
Okay.
Well done, lambs. You were pure dead brilliant out there. The lady on the tally said all the passengers got off the monorail safe and sound.
And I beat my personal record for one-armed push-ups. You know, not to compare, just saying it was a good day for everybody.
Oh, please don't say push-ups right now.
What's wrong, Mindy? Your arms look like wee limp noodles.
Mindy definitely gets the MVP award tonight. She literally stopped a moving train.
Just when we think we've seen everything she can do, she goes and surprises us again.
All right, stop. I'm weird with compliments. Which sucks, because I always deserve them.
Seriously, though, man, it is bonkers how powerful you are getting. Are you logging extra training time?
Please. What do I look like, Simon? Now, since we're all here, I want to talk about that empty train car I found.
Mindy, come on. Switch off. We saved the day.
I just think it's weird. We should at least see what was supposed to be in there. Maybe it's why the train went nuts in the first place. Maybe it was all a big distraction.
Even if that's true, that's not really our division. We're crime stoppers, not solvers.
Gretchen has a point. The police can figure all that stuff out. Our job is just saving people who need saving.
Aye, the police. Police who get to be on the news and win medals and get rewarded for doing good.
Has she been drinking this whole time?
It's just a bloody shame. We can't use anything you lot did today as proof that some good came from my origin particle experiment. A proof to that daft senator that I'm not some public menace.
We want to help you, Lore, but going public like that?
I know, you've chosen to live a life in the shadows and all that, but it's really difficult to prove there's real heroes out there when they keep running off and hiding every time they do some good. Meanwhile, the troublemakers are always so bloody loud about it.
I'm sorry, Lore, but we've already lost so much of our old lives. We need to protect what we have left.
Come on. We should close up the shop. Thanks for taking over, Joel.
Hey, don't even worry about it. It's why I'm here. That, and this is still technically my house.
Hey, Simon, you know what I'm talking about with this whole train car thing, right? It's super weird. We should look into it.
Actually, Mindy, I don't think we should.
What? How is this bugging me but not you? You're like annoyingly curious all the time.
I think sticking our nose where it doesn't belong could lead to trouble. Let's just call it a day. Why keep digging to find out more?
That's the least Simon Holt thing I've ever heard you say.
I'm going to go help the others.
All right, fine. If nobody else gives a crap, guess I'll have to get to the bottom of this by myself.
Geek by Night is executive produced by Scott Carelli, Nick Jimenez, and Cassandra Fredrickson. Co-executive produced by Chelsi Kern and Ray Ruzzo. Associate produced by Matt Bennett. Starring Matt Maassel as Elliot Markowitz. Ray Ruzzo as Gwen Allen. Chris O'Connor as Jeff Gibson. Andrew Ball as Simon Holt. Morgan Spencer as Mindy Gibson. Chelsi Kern as Gretchen West. Naomi Wong as Lorelei Swift. Scott Tofte as Max Carmichael. Jay Malone as Victor Conrad. Nick Jimenez as William Medina. And Zach Luna as Joel Vickers. Also starring Paul Maki as Cosmo Peters. Kristin Miller as Janet Stokely. Natalie Van Sistine as Madison Powers. Rachel Gatlin as Charlotte Swift. Brian Brown as Nathan Gershwin. Billy McCartney as Leo Dobbs. Emily Ritmere as Aurora Mills. And Brad Beauchamp as David. Additional voice work by Bradley William Smith, Caleb Abbott, Pete Lutz, Lissa Trammell, and Parker Hick. Casting by Chelsi Kern. The New Normal written by Scott Carelli and Nick Jimenez. Directed by Chelsi Kern. Edited by Scott Carelli. Geek by Night theme by Zach Gibson. Original score and final mix by Scott Tofte. Credits read by Brian Brown. Geek by Night created by Scott Carelli. All characters in this work are entirely fictitious. Any resemblance to real persons, living or dead, is purely coincidental. Copyright 2020 Dueling Genre Productions. Thanks for listening.